To fully understand this video, you must first see the ones that I have previously engraved. Addictions are characterized by the acquisition of a type of behavior whose realization gives rise to the perception of a pleasant sensation. Afterwards, after learning an addiction, we perceive a feeling of deficiency when we cannot manage to continue to satisfy it. Sensation that causes the search for what is essential to its execution. Addiction can be of all types. The most common are those concerning the absorption of alcohol, tobacco, smoke, work, gambling, etc., as well as the less frequent but also the most harmful are those that correspond to the exercise of violence one or other individual made by those who suffer this type of addiction, such as sadistic, masochistic, pyromaniac, etc. Admission appear not only on the basis of the single repetition of the performance of a behavior. For a person can drink 2 glasses of milk consecutively without becoming dependent on milk. In reality, their occurrence and maintenance depend on the conjunction of several factors, which are: the first implies that the behaviors that characterize them is based on the learning of several series of behaviors to be able to be concretized, like the one concerning the purchase of cigarette pack, then the opening, then the action of putting on in the mouth, etc. Therefore, because of the complexity of their performance, we understand that they require intense learning, which often requires many repetitions to be realized. The second is that all behavior which I call addictive are integrated by a pleasant sensation, such as the taste of smoking, the pleasure of drinking wine, the pleasure of playing, etc. Therefore, it is understandable that a person can become dependent of a consumption of alcohol to perceive the pleasure that its absorption offers him. The third implies that the end of the fulfillment of an addictive compulsion induced to the reiteration of its evocation, something that includes the feeling of pleasure, which accompanies the realization, is the same as that which corresponds to the satisfaction of basic genetic needs. Consequently, the realization of this type of behavior requires, as well as those which correspond to the satisfaction of this necessity, the execution of a conditioning, that is to say, a cycle of research of what causes addiction. Finally, the fourth depends on the fact that all the behaviors which concern the addiction have in common that after the end of their achievement, when the perception of the sensation which incorporates them has ceased, a feeling of deficiency manifests itself. Sensation that encourage the individual who suffers to reiterate the accomplishment of the addictive behaviors that correspond to it. After the emergence of the situation which motivate in response the concretization of addictive behavior, we can manage to remember it when we capture one of its activating factors. Because of this, one understands that at the beginning of one's learning, when the evocation of an addictive behavior is frequently evoked, one then succumbs to the excess of elaboration of the responsible substance of the addictive sensation, which implies in turn to the production of an excess of the substance that I call the controller, that is to say the specific substance that limits the presence of the first in the extracellular fluids. In this case, this excess development of the second, when it comes to habitual and automatic, cause the adaptation of the organism to its production. For this, because the body of the individual becomes accustomed, the engenders this excess automatically succeed the activation of the sensation of deficiency when decline, the elaboration of the capture of the controlled one, drop which is assimilated by the body of the individual as an indication of the existence of a necessity. The means that the perception by the receptor of the adequate sensory neurons of the excess production of the hormone that controls it, thus giving rise to the evocation of the fact that, at the conscious level, is perceived as the sense of lack, which causes the activation of the research behavior of the addictive substance or another equivalent. It must be taken into account that, depending on what has just been analyzed, it is the sensation of deficiency that causes the activation of the search cycle of the addictive substance. It is understandable that if it were only the absence of this specific addictive substance that would cause it, one would only look for what causes it to be developed, while to be its controller, any substance that provokes its same effects can be used to satisfy this addiction. In any case, it is understood that after its perception at the conscious level, the act which causes the sensation of deficiency is sent on the basis of the evolution of self to the zone of behavior, and in particular to those of the emotional ones. There it evokes the behavior corresponding to the first phases of the research cycle, which make it possible to find or not the product or one of similar effect, which give rise to the production of addictive condensation. Then, when this cycle is concretized with success, the perception of the encounter of this product causes the execution of the behavior corresponding to the satisfaction of this addiction. In the opposite case, any person who suffers an addiction who not longer perceives the effect of his previous satisfaction of the necessity created by the absence or what caused his addiction, for lack is being able to concretize the cycle which corresponds to him. Because of the repetition of his evocation, suffer the intensification of the perception of this sensation of decency. This induces him to begin a new cycle of research to satisfy it. When the implementation of this class of cycle is repeated unnecessarily several times, this individual ends up undergoing the evocation of the fact that relates to the sensation of anxiety, while continues to be given the lack of it. For this, we understand that it is the search of the product that gives rise to the evocation of the addictive sensation, that causes the addiction and perception of the sensation of deficiency that causes its continuation. It must always be remembered that the activating factor of a learned behaviors can be one of its constituted elements. Therefore, in the case of an addiction, both the perception of the element that causes it as the captation of the sensation of deficiency to integrate the behaviors that correspond to its development are its activating factors and causes the evocation of the totality of the conduct corresponding to this dependence. Also, when the perception of the feeling of anxiety lasts too long, for a matter of mental fatigue can occur over circumstantially, which means that perception can cease. But as the quantity of the controlling substance in the extracellular liquid remains excessive, the necessity of the satisfaction of the addiction continues to manifest itself. Hence also, he who suffers an addiction must sleep and do so. This does not negate his desire to seek what is necessary for the execution of it. It is understood that mania depends solely on existing situation to be enabled, while addition to depend on them also depend on the balance of substance that participate in them. The difference provokes that often the cancellation of addiction can not take place quickly on the basis of a lack of meeting or overcoming of what motivates them. Their activating factor come from the automatism of the vital functions of the individual concerned. This means that since the activating factor of the satisfaction of an addiction is internal to the human being, he does not need to capture a stimulus external to him to feel it, something that often makes its cancellation much more complex than than that of a simple mania. Hence also we may occasionally abandon an addiction on the basis of its lack of realization during a time lapse, that is to say, according to its forgetfulness, or one that of the surpassment of the conduct which corresponds to its execution by another, the later will remain latent. This implies that, in the case of the emergence of a generative situation of one of the activating factors which correspond to it, the addiction can resurface again. Not to mention that the substitute behavior can also turn into an addiction. In any case, it must be taken into account that because the sensation of causation maintains the addiction after its acquisition, it follows that it is this which must be overcome in the first place in order to terminate it. I define minor addiction as addiction that can be forgotten based on the learning of non-addictive behaviors that surpass the feeling of privation and or their evocation stops for an extended period of time. To do this, we must first of all concretize learning that serves as a response to the perception of the activating factors of the addictive behaviors and surpass it. That prevents its triggering and or its development. As a result, when a person becomes aware of becoming dependent on an addiction, which often happens when they begin to perceive the feeling of being deficient, they can begin to behave with energy superior to the addictive, which serves as a response to the activating factor of the latter, as a rejection behaviors of it. From this form, instead of starting to concretize it, evokes the one that replaces it. Otherwise, when the subject cannot achieve this learning alone, it may require the help of a therapist specialized in this theme. In any case, it must be taken into account that this replacement behavior must be integrated by a sensation that surpasses the intensity of that of carence. For only one sensation can overcome another to be of the same nature. As an example of this class of accusation, the one who suffered an addiction can learn a behavior integrated by a feeling of intense fear towards it, which evokes when he perceives one of its activating factors. Also, in this case, thinking about the damage could cause to people he loves, such as his family, can prevent him from continuing to perform his addictive behavior. In any case, because any learning can always be surpassed by another, it is understood that it can pass a low addictive behavior. Then, the occurrence of the phenomenon of forgetting can definitively end this type of addiction. Otherwise, for a suitable lapse of time, one who realizes that he is prey to an addiction or is encouraged must either or put it in context, not being able to satisfy it. For example, by not adhering the product that causes it. As deep addiction, I designate the addiction integrated by a feeling of deficiency whose intensity is such that it prevents to learn a behavior that surpasses the addictive. On this occasion, it should be emphasized that the surpassment of one sensation cannot occur on the basis of the replacement by another weaker one. Hence, someone what wants to eat can play chess and win. That is to say, feel pleasure in doing so, but continues to see also seem his anger. In addition, one must never forget that a source of pleasure does not replace another, for that the pleasure of playing chess cannot replace that of eating. In addition, it must be taken into account that the intensity of the perception of the sensation depends on the human being, that is to say that the latter can perceive a sensation more intensely than others. Also, its origin is exactly the same, because some people may feel more fun playing chess than others. Therefore, on the basis of this, it follows that when the capture of the deficiency sensation with concern succeeds, the surpassing of a profound addictive behavior can occur solely on the basis of four fundamental conditions. In order that the sensation of deficiency automatically cause the evocation of the research behavior of what causes the addiction, it is understandable that the addictive behavior resulting from this research must be surpassed by another that is not, so that for stop this dependence. The behavior replacing the addictive must be integrated by a feeling of the sum of several which overcomes that of pleasure which integrates this addictive, so that it surpasses it effectively. As all perception depend on the personality of the individual concerned, this override must be adapted to him. In view of the fact that it is the sensation of deficiency which constitutes the fundamental activating factor of a profound addiction, it is understood that it is which must be surpassed, so that is disappear. But thanks to the fact that the latter is based on the physiological system of the individual concerned, it is first necessary to restore the original equilibrium of this system in order to be able to put an hand to it. From this, we understand that in order to achieve this, we must reduce the production of the substance to engender it. In this case, it is understood that there are only three forms of achieving this objective. Either according to a gradual decrease of what is necessary for the execution of the addictive behavior. On the basis of a sudden suppression of what is essential for the continuation of the addiction. On this occasion, it must be taken into account that this suppression may have a serious consequence on the very existence of the human being concerned, such as cardiac arrest or great suffering, so that the perception of this sensation of deficiency it may be so strong that the adrenaline production that triggers is captured by the appropriate sensory neurons can cause these consequences. Or by administering to the person who suffers it another equivalent substance which is not harmful to his organism, in order to provoke the decrease of the perception of the sensation of deficiency. In this case, it is understood that the administered amount of this substitute should be reduced throughout days, weeks, or months until it is cured. After the disappearance of the sensation of deficiency, to put an end to the addiction, it is very easy to associate its activating factor with the sensation of rejection. In any case, it is necessary to take into account that the momentary completion of an addiction does not imply its definitive cancellation, quite simply because after being learned, it continues to be engraved in the neuron of the one who suffered it. As a consequence of this, the capture after its cure of one of its activating factors, which is very specific to it, can cause its fall into this one, like the direct perception of the element necessary to its execution. Therefore, after overcoming it, we must associate the memory of the addictive behavior with another integrated by another sensation that allows the cancellation of the first. On this occasion, it must be taken into account that the sensation of pleasure is one of the most important activating factors of human being, for it motivates the satisfaction of his physiological needs. As a result, it is understandable why the behavior of the addict must be integrated by another compensation of the sum of two others to be able to surpass its activation. Consequently, this substitute can be confirmed by the revelation of the beloved family, united to the feeling of rejection of what is necessary for the addiction concerned. Also, in the cases of the believer to fear of his God wrath and the pleasure is playing to him may give him the opportunity to definitively cancel his addiction. In any case, as the learning of human beings takes part in their personality, it is understood that only an appropriate analysis makes it possible to evaluate what behavior can replace the addictive and that compensation can be associated with it to overcome any fallout in an addiction. The video was filmed on the basis of my work, Altération de la conscience, Alteration of consciousness, which is based on my other work, Le fonctionnement du cerveau, The functioning of the brain, which, as well as the first, was published by Amazon.com books, in which summarize the research and discoveries I have made and demonstrated on the phenomena that alter the functioning of the human brain.